First, I want to say that our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of the victims, their loved ones, their classmates, and their community. No parent, no community should have to endure what they now must endure due to this tragedy. We in law enforcement stand side by side with the families as they grieve. Though violence, so terrible and tragic, will never make sense, we will continue to investigate this matter so that we can establish an understanding of what precisely occurred Sunday morning. We know that you're here for answers to questions. What occurred? Why did it happen? How did it end? We're seeking answers to those questions too. And we're developing answers to those questions by thoroughly investigating this matter, conducting interviews, reviewing interview information, and processing and examining the crime scene. This investigation is ongoing. Here's what we can confirm now. All evidence from multiple sources indicates that the perpetrator of these vicious multiple homicides was Tyler Peterson, and only Tyler Peterson. At approximately 2:47 a.m. early Sunday morning, Peterson entered a building at 201 North Hazeldale, Apartment B in Crandon. An argument ensued. Peterson then left the building, retrieved a rifle from his truck, forcibly entered the apartment, and began to open fire. Approximately 30 rounds were fired inside the apartment. Ultimately, 6 people were killed in the apartment. Their names are Jordanne Murray, Leanna Thomas, Katrina McCorkle, Lindsey Stahl, Bradley Schultz, and Aaron Smith. There was a single survivor who was shot and has been interviewed by the Department of Justice. After Peterson opened fire in the apartment, he left the apartment and began to fire numerous rounds at a responding Crandon police officer, Greg Carter, striking his police cruiser, but Officer Carter was injured, but Peterson then fled. Crandon Police Chief John Denny then requested the assistance of the Wisconsin Department of Justice. The Division of Criminal Investigation, who took over this investigation, as well as the Wisconsin State Crime Laboratory. We responded immediately, and agents and DOJ personnel were dispatched to the area. Due to the nature of the investigation and the subject, the Department of Justice, Division of Criminal Investigation, immediately assumed its role as lead investigative agency and continues to act as such and will until the close of this investigation. After fleeing the scene, Peterson was a fugitive. Peterson had telephone conversations with law enforcement officials, including Crandon Chief of Police John Denny, confirming he was the shooter. Mid to late morning on Sunday, Peterson was located at a residence in the town of Argonne. Contact was established and maintained with the suspect. Ultimately, however, shots were fired both by law enforcement and Mr. Peterson. There have been statements made about the cause of Mr. Peterson's death. At this time, this is a matter of ongoing investigation. It is premature to speculate as to the precise cause of death. We hope to have additional information once the autopsy is completed. All 7 deceased are having autopsies performed on them today. Law enforcement will release additional information as it becomes available. This investigation is fluid and ongoing. The Department of Justice, through the Division of Criminal Investigation and our state crime laboratories, is working diligently to complete the investigation of the multiple homicides and Peterson's subsequent death. We are working deliberately, but with all deliberate speed. The Crandon Police Department was the first responder to the shots at the apartment and quickly requested law enforcement backup. Numerous agencies responded and provided assistance, including the Oneida County Sheriff's Department, the Langlade County Sheriff's Department, the State Patrol, the Vilas County Sheriff's Department, the Oconto County Sheriff's Department, the Leona Police Department, and the Department of Natural Resources. The Department of Justice, Division of Criminal Investigation, sent agents from throughout the state to the scenes. All told, over 24 DCI agents have participated in aspects of this investigation. Department of Justice, state crime laboratory personnel were also dispatched, and they processed and continue today to process the scenes. I thank everyone for their assistance. There has been a lot of information given about this case, some accurate, some based on speculation. Please understand, the collection and analysis of information is a time-consuming and deliberative process. We are working as fast as possible without sacrificing the quality of the investigation. Over the next couple of days, we will provide information to the media through news releases and other means. Mr. Peterson, the gunman, was employed by the Crandon Police Department and the Forest County Sheriff's Department. These agencies have cooperated fully with the investigation, as has the District Attorney in Forest County. The Department of Justice, Division of Criminal Investigation, as well as the state crime laboratories, was requested to come to Crandon to take the lead in this investigation and to continue the investigation at the request of the District Attorney, Chief of Police, and the Sheriff. I commend them for this request because while they have assisted and will continue to assist in anything that the Department of Justice asks of them, they recognize that there were too many people involved in this case who have too close a ties to their departments for them to lead the investigation themselves. I commend them for calling us in. I'm very pleased at the Department of Justice's ability to come forward so rapidly and help in your community. We will continue to help in your community as much as we possibly can. Thank you.